Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias, and we're loading the end of the last save game, which was playing as the Digital Realm, where we're currently, of course, facing, well, we're not really in a war yet, but these guys are really getting pissed off with us. I am gonna insult them again, I guess. I like insulting these guys, for some bizarre reason. Yeah, we seem to be at a pretty tense situation here. They've got a relationship with these guys here, which is quite inferior, as you can see. I have to close their borders for me. Why don't I close my borders to them? I could as well. Right, let me keep that flowing. I really like that resource. Keeps my people happy. I'm getting fed up with these guys here, so I'm going to basically declare war upon them. Now what am I going to set here as my penultimate goal? Let's first off take this world here. Acela. Acela, I can basically take over Acela. Yep, there we go. That's a war goal of 9. Then down here there's a couple of worlds I would like to take over as well. Sci-Fi. There we go. And then of course I got Kraz, which is that one there. Total war score is 30 at the moment. There are some other interesting worlds here as well. So like Tabriz. So if I go for Tabriz, I can of course pick Tabriz. Where is Tabriz? There. I can basically have them cede that to my vassal here. Slightly more costly one to go for. Maybe I also want to liberate some of the worlds here. Have we got other worlds here? No, not really. But unless that's basically listing these systems for these guys here, like Avim. Is Avim in the list? It is. So if I maybe liberate Avim, can I liberate Avim? Yep, I can liberate it. That's 23. That's quite a pricey one to go for, Avim. Maybe I want to split this one in 2 as well. So let's say I split it in exactly 2. And of course assign a brand new leader to here. I will have to basically dump one of my leaders, I guess. Let's have a look at these guys here. 104, 96, 116. So this guy here, I'm going to retire this guy here, which creates for me enough space to basically split my fleet in 2 and still have a good leader assigned to it. So recruiting a brand new leader here. Ship upkeep reduced. Should be this one here. Okay. Hold on. Let's look at the leader list, because of course getting rid of a ship doesn't necessarily get rid of the person. So this one is available. I'm going to retire him. Which of course means that if I go back to that fleet here, this one I can actually assign that new leader to, which is this one here. Perfect. So my first strike fleet is going to move back down. Of course protecting my homeworld and so forth. So let's hold off on that war declaration a little bit until those ships are back where they belong. Of course I can build another ship in the meantime, Char Prime. We can actually basically allocate that new ship here. There we go. So the secondary fleet here, the third fleet I should say, they're going to basically move over to another system. Instead of basically moving into the first fleet, they're moving into the third fleet. Okay. Make sure I'm in orbit. Should increase my energy credit slightly. Not massively, but any little bit will help. Let's do a observatory here. And an engineering bay helps in terms of research as well as repairs if it comes to that. Research agreement has timed out with these guys here. Okay.
Construction complete.
Okay, perfect. Alright, let's have a look. Various different systems are still doing quite nicely. Next one is now 64 months, which is good. Cloud Lightning finished the research on that one. I'm going to go for the new 0-point energy storage modules. And I think I'm actually going to go to check up on my main fleet here. Okay, I can maybe put them in orbit here, which helps reduce my actual energy requirements. Okay, 25.6 is the strength now, and I'll be able to recruit, of course, that battleship shortly. I do see a reduction in terms of my mineral output here. Ship maintenance is a big contributor to that. Okay, let's reduce both elements there. Okay, so let's go and have a look at these guys here. They're not too happy with us. I'm not going to end the rivalry with them. I'm actually going to keep that rivalry up and running.
Incoming
Let's go and actually have a look at these guys here. Yep, quite happy with that. Let's have a look at these guys here. Let's insult them again. And let's actually then declare war upon them as well. I'm going to have to go through that same list, unfortunately, again. So I want to get my hands on Kraz. Sahuvis? Sahuvis, yep. Then I'm going to go for Acela. Acela should be probably in the top, I would think. Yep, there we go. And of course my allies, they're basically contributing to this nicely as well, so I'm going to give them Tibaris as their due reward. Right, I'm going to liberate a couple of planets as well. Let's liberate some of these here, which is Dirmius and Kergaros. Dirmius and Kergaros, there we go. 72. And ultimately also here Avim. Right.
We have
There we go. Declaration of war. We have just declared war upon them. Good. So my first fleet here, I'm actually going to send them into this system here. I'm going to go after that fleet there. And this one here, I'm going to go after these guys here, I think. I'm going to go after that little fleet that I got over there. Maybe really that fleet there is what one I should be going after. Now the rally point, I'm going to stop this from being a rally point for the moment being. I'm going to collapse that, but in the meantime also I want to basically move this one into a forward position, so at least I can very quickly get them into use.
Alien spaceport engaged. Situation log updated.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. That was a quick one. Now I do of course have various different science ships here. I want to basically very quickly get them to do their thing. New engagement is about to be entered into. Interesting. Interesting. Let's have a look. Where is that other fleet? How did I just miss them?
Spaceport engaged.
Might have done. Oh no, there we go.
Situation log updated.
Look at that. We're engaging really, really quickly.
Situation log updated.
And we didn't suffer really any damage here, did we? Nope. No damage was suffered, it looks like. Or only a little bit. Tiny little bit. Enter into orbit here as well. Okay. Due to their advances in technology, Oscok Star Cargo is now a vessel under the digital realm. Cool. Due to their advances, they have now changed from protected over to vessel. Okay, good. So Kraz. This is Kraz, and if I go to a Vim system here, I should be able to, of course, send out here a ship to do research here as well. Not sure what we will find, but we can always keep an eye on it. Large advanced shields, station mounted subspace sensors, etc, etc. So there is a list of options or components that they actually have already that we don't have, so that's good.
Complete.
Let's have a look at these guys here now. I'm actually gonna think I'm gonna make planetfall here straight away. Land my armies. Should be interesting to see. So the armies are fighting quite nicely, and we are relatively quickly winning this.
Planet secured.
So we have fought and won the battle. So I'm going to embark all of them. We're only going to keep these defensive armies here, really. Ooh, there are transport ships en route. Where are they? Over there. Where did they go off to? Let's maybe have a look at that. I'm going to look at that system here. And transfer some of my ships over. No, I'm not going to do all of them. That's a new feature I haven't seen before yet. But that's good. I'll take a couple of these battleships. Maybe one of the carriers if I got one. I've only got one, so okay, that's a bit of a pity. Okay, that should suffice in terms of the defense I'm leaving in place here. Gonna go after that station there. Okay, we researched various different bits here. Didn't find much of use thus far, at least. Okay. Briefly jumping back with my fleet there. Also leaving these guys in orbit here. Okay, I don't want to basically upset anything yet, so we are currently hostile with them, which is fine. I'm going to take out those stations. Should be a relatively quick job for these ships of mine.
Engaged. Debris analyzed.
Okay, Oscox. Good, Kraz. Evasion. Yep, perfect. We're doing quite nicely here.
Debris analyzed.
Go back to this planet here. Let's set it back to assisting with the research. Leaders gain the level, always good. More research points.
Alien spaceport engaged.
Following a recent sensor sweep, the Stellaris system, Admiral Paris has learned how to deploy her units to maximize their sensor range. Few fleet commanders possess this skill to carry out such complex maneuvers. So she gained a new scout trait, which is great. Great to see.
Hostile station engaged. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet. Station under attack. Situation log updated.
Ah, hold on. I'm gonna have to jump back to this system here to help with this. Hold on, I'm gonna have to join these two fleets here, I was gonna say. Let's pick up these guys here and let's take them to the edge.
Station under attack.
Make sure I can actually escape with my fleet intact.
Hostile fleet engaged. Evading hostile fleet. Situation
Jump
log
over there then,
updated.
maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Evading hostile fleet.
Looks like I might have to. Okay.
Evading hostile fleet. Hostile station engaged.
Thermal station.
Enemy troops landing.
Are they attacking us? They are indeed attacking us.
Planet lost to invasion.
Did I fend them off?
Evading hostile fleet.
Hold on. We failed to fend off. Ah, we failed to fend them off. Okay. How are we doing here?
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Let's again invade this planet here. Landing my armies on there.
Evading hostile fleet.
Ah, the Oscox has sent a fleet as well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So where's the rally point? Okay, good. So currently basically I'm going to be building a few more ships. Ah, so it's not the Oscox, it is their fleet that I was basically going to be facing.
Evading hostile fleet.
Good, look at that. We did lose some ships already, but we should be winning this. We're taking them out quite nicely. Look at that.
Evading hostile fleet. Situation log updated.
They still, of course, have their fortifications in place. We're basically going to help with that. Our armies are still fighting, of course, on the ground. But once our ships get into orbit, I should be able to help out quite nicely.
Research complete.
We did suffer losses, unfortunately. Heavier than expected because, of course, the fact that we didn't remove the fortifications first. Okay. What's the next item we're going to be researching? Let's go for the... Which is the good one? Let's go for the mega cannon.
Debris analyzed.
We're still standing on positive foot here. Space battle in Kraz was won, of course. This battle was lost. Okay. Looks like it might be a good idea if I basically start building some more armies. That's exactly what I'll start doing here. Same mixture as before. Of course, that should help me quite nicely in a minute. Invasion was completed here. Science ships are ready here to do more research. Okay. We've confronted one of their main fleets here, really. And we've defeated them, which is good. They've actually sent a fleet this way as well, which is good. Good. It will be a bit of a tour to get here. Once we do get here, we should be able to confront them in space with a quite strong contingent. It looks like the drives they are using are not like what we are using. They're using hyperdrives. That means that basically they're using these hyperdrive lanes to travel along. They're using plasma accelerators, which will cut through shields, and they'll ignore 90% of armor. Wow. They use small disruptors as well. Okay. So different weapon mix.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay. I'm doing a tactical retreat. My armies are still on planet.
Evading hostile fleet.
Be a little while before they get here, the ships.
Evading
Ships
hostile
of
fleet.
mine. Yes, the bombardment has been successful.
Evading hostile fleet. Evading hostile fleet.
In and out, we seem to be jumping, which is okay, I guess. Not quite our original plan, but we can live with that. Let's go for the research that we can do here. Let's reinforce them with our second fleet. go. And
Hostile fleet engaged.
jumping.
Incoming transmission.
Look at that. Entirely different weapon mix, like I said, so that will of course have an impact.
Situation log
Ooh.
updated.
Did they just do an emergency jump? It does look like it, doesn't it? They've still got ships remaining. Where did they go? Where did they go? Did they go here? Where did they go? Which way did they flee? I don't know. I don't know. Possibly back to their own terrain, I would say. Let's just confront them again. Let's embark all these new armies here. Merge these here. Get more merging of fleet units here. I try to basically get as big a fleet here as possible. All merging into one fleet, so to say. So we lost 10 corvettes, which was all of our corvettes basically. We did lose 1 battleship. They lost 0 battleships, but they didn't have too many. They did lose 17 corvettes themselves. 1 cruiser. Okay. Have we found their fleet again? I don't think so, no. Okay. Recruitment's been completed. Yeah. Happy to give my own vassals these different units, these different bits.
Construction complete.
Is an Oscox strike fleet, consisting of destroyers, as you can see. That should be my fleet entering the system shortly. They are bombarding the system now. Let's track these properly.
Situation
again confronting one of their battle stations, their
Situation
space station,
updated.
and then of course these transport ships.
Situation log updated.
All destroyed relatively quickly.
Research complete. Debris analyzed. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Evading hostile fleet. Fleet
Relatively
destroyed.
quickly taking out that station there as well. And of course going back into orbit of that planet. Alright, what are we going to do next? We're going to go for the naval capacity increase here. And at the same time we're going to basically save away the game. Because of course we reached the end of the time frame that we allotted for this episode. So in the meantime, hopefully you did enjoy the episode here. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.